Now we're gonna talk about family system theory. Families are emotionally unit where everyone functions independently. It could be seen as a small social system, just like it functions as a small social system. The underfunctioning family member will automatically be compensated by other family members. When the compensatory change is permanent, long-term imbalance will occur. This might increase the intention of the older functioning family member and causes high family anxiety. Excessive drinking and blaming others tend to be occurred in high anxiety, causing family violence and panic aggression. Furthermore, secular causality explains cause-consequences relationships in family. When further as the doctrine of alcohol as the cause and abusive behavior as the consequences, later studies found psychological and economic stresses also contributed to domestic violence, especially during quarantine.
Welcome back. I'm Mandy from Psychology Department.
And hello there, I'm Stefan from Psychology Department as well.
What a beautiful voice. Let's have a round of applause for our singer, Jing Tung. Yay.
Okay, so I felt that the song was very familiar and I'm very intrigued on knowing the song name. May I know what the song is about? Yeah.
The original song is Lie to Me, but Jing Tung filled in with her own lyrics.
Oh, okay, I see.
Do you know what is the song about?
Is it about violence? Because I heard a few words about alcohol, aggression, those kind of words, you know?
Yeah, bingo. This is about family system theory and use this theory to explain the abusing case.
Oh, wow, okay. That's very interesting. By the way, do you know that the abuse case has increased since the government movement control order was imposed?
Wow, really?
Yeah, according to what experts says, they say that there's around 57% increase in numbers of domestic abuse cases in Malaysia after the MCO was imposed on till the 26th March.
Wow, that's quite a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty plenty.
But why would the percentage increase that much?
From what I read about, they say it's mostly because on how people were unable to cope with the financial stress from being confined at home and unable to work. There were also some people who suggest that due to the quarantine and the lockdown, many people have a limited amount of support they can reach through. So people tend to take this as an advantage and abuse other people during this time.
Generally, alcohol can also be the cause of domestic abuse, right?
Yeah, definitely. Alcohol consumption has been found a lot on abusive husbands as well.
I see. Let's stop this conversation and listen to the next song. Hope you guys can enjoy it.
In a child world,
Do you know it's better to have
attachment to someone else, and they will learn
how to form a relationship
which crucial
from
to emotional as an adult. As an adult,
audible far from a place. Object relation theory is the way. A mad attachment makes you form a negative template,
which probably be confused in the future days. Cycles come back in time.
It come on the spirit lie. I want the more from her.
Overwhelms control. You don't have to cry.
A little child will form in their mind how it is to be.
Relationship of PCR based on how it was.
On how it was.
All this gonna act like a prototype.
Relationships are formed when time will come.
John Bobby
said, that's what he said.
All above or from a place.
Internal working model is the name.
Important to shape up the traits of a romance.
When that influence will change everything. Those that suffer from maternal
deprivation or before tree
is predicted to become
misty, new fondness
as well as aggressiveness.
Cycles come back in time.
Anxious, insecure, cry.
Emotion problem,
will influence the child
to have positive inner self.
Yo, welcome back to the FM radio. I am DJ Rico.
And I'm DJ Jamie.
Do you guys enjoy the song?
I could hear the encore.
Really? Let me hear it. Okay.
So to just introduce the rewrite of the song, it is actually regarding psychoanalytic theory that explains why people go through domestic violence or why it actually occurs. I hope you guys got to listen to the lyrics and maybe even feel empathy for them.
Yes, that's right. To check out and read more rewrite from these talents to students, I hear they have more exciting things coming.
Moving on to the next segment, what do we have?
Right now, we have an interview with one student who would like to share where she got her inspiration to write this rewrite for the song.
Yes, her name is Yuan and is currently in her last year in university. Let's welcome her in. Hello, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
Hi everyone, I'm doing great. Thank you for inviting me to share today.
No worry, anytime you are ready.
Alright, so to start things off, I was inspired by a friend of mine whom I got permission to share from that went through a shaky relationship. She explained that when she first met her partner, he was quiet and shy, but they clicked well and could talk about different topics comfortably. After a while though, he began to avoid her and come up with excuses to not meet her, which she felt confused about. He finally explained himself, saying that he had past experience during his childhood where he had gone through witnessing his father physically abuse his mother, which led to his mother at the same time cheating on his father. He then grew up not getting enough love from his parents, and even when he got into relationship with different women, he was constantly cheated on and mistreated badly, and meanly as if he was not worthless at all. He was then afraid to get close to others, and when he did, he ended up reacting aggressively where She would only talk to her guy friends or go out for food with him, where she'd get accused of looking at other guys. He was so insecure, and although he was not very badly abused her, she was still shoved at times, screamed at, and even had things thrown at her, barely once missing a child. Thankfully, she was requested for him to attend counseling and realized that his past experiences and having had a strong need to be attached to others to make up for his lacking may have played a part in developing his aggressive, abusive behavior. They have been working together to change his mindset and view on the negativity of the relationship.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing. I'm sure the listeners will have learned something from you today.
Yes, thank once again for calling. Super proud of your friend for putting through. I hope you have a great day ahead. Bye.
What a story! Even at the start, the statistics provided by the article of WAO in 2020 stated that it has been increasing, especially during this MCO period. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I think I just really appreciate the people who are trying to raise awareness about this issue. There may be many others struggling and not being able to seek help about it. So I think this is great to show them that they are not alone.
Yeah, domestic abuse is a really serious issue that needs to be highlighted by the government. The song also brought in psychoanalytic theory and family system theory. What do you think the similarity and the difference between those two theories are?
To explain briefly, the psychoanalytic theory focuses more on the internal drive and past experience that can shape one personality and how the individual behave, but family system is more focused on how environment and external factors affect how one behaves.
Wow! Thank you for the explanation. In your opinion, which one is more suitable?
Personally, I think that psychoanalytic is more appropriate to apply in domestic abuse case.
Oh, interesting. What makes you choose psychoanalytic theory?
Like I have explained just now, the family system is more focused on environment and external affairs. So even if they solve their problem between the abuser and victim, where the victim have a lovely environment, the victim will still feel insecure and have post-traumatic stress.
Oh, that's why you chose psychoanalytic theory.
Yeah, I personally think external factor cannot solve the post-abuse stress. Most importantly, to focus on internal factors. The victim can stand up and fight for themselves.
That is a really interesting point. Thank you so much for the explanation. What do you think is the most appropriate theory used in domestic abuse? Please call in our number 03-123-123-123 or comment on our Facebook.
The opinion is based on my own. You can have your own opinion. Please comment on our Facebook.
Before we sign off for today, we'll be playing the last song, and it will be a more in-depth explanation about the similarity and differences between the two theories. So please make sure to open your ears and really pay attention to the lyrics.
We will also just like to leave everyone with this take-home message. Domestic violence is to be taken seriously to avoid the occurrence of next victim as well as prevent the cycle of abuse.
That's right. We need to work together to save people who are stuck in this toxic cycle. Everyone has a right not to live in fear.
And with that, we are signing off. Thank you for joining to listen, and we hope you enjoy the last song.
group theory included mirroring concept. One's behavior depends on whoever they grew up with or were taught from. In family system theory, family members view another and might behave similar in another situation. In psychoanalytic theory, one past experience might implementing now with similar behavior in the present. Therefore, this explains how abusers will watch their family being abused, and suffering them to be abused himself. Moving on to the differences in psychoanalytic theory, individuals' behavior may be determined by their unconscious mind and past experience. In family system theory, individuals' behavior may be determined by other family members. Moreover, in psychoanalytic theory, clients are more focused on the conscious mind. In the family system theory, clients are more focused on the reality. And family dynamic.